Hey, are you listening to UnabOnAir right now? If not, what are you waiting for?
A new program has arrived on UnabRadio.com to live the English language.
Are you listening to UnabOnAir right now?
UnabOnAir will bring you news, interviews, and the best music for your Thursday afternoon. Join us at UnabRadio.com and enjoy the UnabOnAir experience. News, interviews, and the best music for your Thursday afternoon.
Hello, Marita. How are you doing?
Hello. I'm working hard. I'm working on my answer and not say, fine, you. So I am working on that.
So working.
Yes, working. I'm working.
Normally people say I'm okay, or I'm tired, or I'm sleepy, or I'm happy, or I don't know. A few times I got by answer the sentence I'm working.
I'm working.
So I'm happy because of the memo that we got from UNAP.
Yes.
So we were talking about that last program or 2 programs ago.
2 programs ago.
Yeah. That now students who are which classes were from the very beginning of this semester stayed as face-to-face, so students are not allowed to go to university in a volunteer way.
Yes, it continue as a volunteer way, but it's now a green light to go
back.
To go back. Yes.
Yeah, to start like in a very sequential or procedural or fractional way to go back to university as a complete whole, you know?
Yes, and if I have to say something about it, it's I think we have to help students being conscious about keep using their mask now that Holy Week is coming.
Yeah.
Because if Holy Week it's not like a safe week, everything goes back.
We go wrong.
Yes.
So yeah, because the idea is to start returning from April the 5th. So Holy Week is going to be a crucial week for that process to be successful.
Yes.
Start like I know, because we talked about that last program, how I've seen UNAB students like giving the example using the mask and stuff. So it's just keep the reminder on, because it's Holy Week. Mentally your body get relaxed, but the compromise cannot be relaxed. We have to maintain the compromise and keep safe and keep the distance and keep the mask.
And keep using every protocol wherever we go. Because I know a lot of people will travel and go other side.
Will you travel?
No. I'll stay home.
Are you still traveling weekends to San Gil?
No, we are on remote classes. But the plan is to start going on April 17. I'm looking at my schedule. April 17. I have my first class there.
Okay. That's a Saturday, right?
Yes, Saturdays.
No, okay. Yeah, it was nice. The students are, motivated. They are excited to have a very good first stage. Like this one is a very first stage. In order to continue the strategy and maybe another group of subjects return, and finally the rest of the subjects will return. Well, it's not that I know the plan, but I suppose it's like that, by blocks of subjects.
And this first stage of the strategy gave good results. So
yeah.
it's
Discipline is something that is gonna help us a lot in this new strategy, in this new stage, which is from April the 5th. And I hope, and I know students. Well, I've asked a couple of students about their response on the memo from the university, and they are very, very enthusiastic about that.
and yes, they show their happiness because the university took that decision. So
Yeah, and they were expecting that to happen because there was a student who said, "Teacher, I like that the university." He says, "I understand that the university needed a lot of time because it's a university, so they are a referent for the community, and I know that many people these days, many people live normal lives, like they go out, they go play sports and stuff, but keeping the distance and keeping the mask."
and last week that Juan Carlos Cárdenas, I don't know how to say it.
The mayor?
Yes, the mayor, but he took off the restriction to bars and restaurants until 10 p.m. and gave them like 3 hours more. It was a complete disorder. So
Yeah,
it's a call to keep taking ourselves safe.
yeah, that didn't end well. I've seen many videos and pictures of the result of of the of how do you call that, is when you've been locked so much time
Yes,
that now that you have the opportunity, you just you act like a crazy person.
like the feel of freedom.
Yeah, like an extension, and a very high extension of the freedom that you can have. And I've seen videos of people like crowded on a very small area and not keeping distance. But I mean, how do you keep distance in a bar?
It's kind of impossible.
I mean, you keep distance in a bar if your table is like a pool table. In a pool table, you got like, what, it's like 5 meters long.
Yeah, kind of. No, like three.
In that kind of tables, well, you got the distance.
Yes,
but in a bar, which is like a round circle, and that's it.
And a round circle with 1 meter of diameter.
So if you cannot keep the distance there, how do you keep the distance in all the process before going into the bar? Like what? Like getting a taxi with your friends when you meet your friends at the corner, when you walk outside the bar and you start talking, and it was like a first free moment for them. So I know that they expected that to happen because it was an obvious result. I mean, I give you your first weekend out, so go get crazy, but next weekends are going to be more stable because of the natural process of humanity. When you get a lot of freedom, you become crazy.
I really hope that happens, because if it continues with a lot of people going out on the same place, on the same street, it's gonna be so hard to keep restaurants and bars open.
But what's the positive things about that? Well, we're talking about the same street.
Yes.
When you when you have to, you need to think about party and stuff, you immediately go to that street.
Yes, you immediately
Make like a
localize
reference.
yourself on specific points of the city.
Yeah, the Google Maps in your head goes there.
If you're not talking about that street, then you go a street left. Yes, left,
No, down,
but left
four streets down.
and left. No,
And left?
If you
For restaurants.
you go up, then
Okay.
cross right, so you are.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, you have like that street and the next up street too.
Exactly.
It's not that famous, but you got a lot.
But
of
you
things
know
there.
that if you aren't on the principal, you can go to the other one.
Okay, you got the knowledge on that street. I didn't. I was thinking of the first street. You're thinking of the second street.
Yes.
The experience.
The traffic jam.
No, the good thing is that it was not that packed, as it used to be.
Yes.
Right. So the misunderstanding of the that crazy situation that happens, it didn't involve a lot of people, like a massive number of people. No, it's risky.
It could
obviously,
be worse.
yeah, it's risky, obviously, but the quantity of people involved, well, it was not that big as it could be, because normally when you go to that street, well, you cannot even walk.
It's impossible to walk or go.
Walk or drive.
Yes.
Or drive. You have to drive through that street. It's impossible.
It's better to go wrong.
Yeah, and according to the videos that I've seen from the Bucaramanga newspaper, it was packed, but it was not crowded.
It was packed, but not that packed.
Yeah. So that's a positive thing, and I suppose that for the next weekend they are going to establish like a maximum number of people. So it's going to be like go to a party, but you have to reserve your place. If you don't have reservation, sorry, you can't get in. That's something that I heard.
And that's like this interesting idea.
It's an interesting idea. It's like
Yes.
well, it's not the idea of going party, because when you go party, you go to be open to find any friends from your childhood, from other places and stuff. But now you have to plan the party.
Yes.
It's like going to a marriage, to a wedding.
Yes.
If you are not in the list, you are not allowed to.
Sorry. Yes.
Go back.
Like any private party. If you're not on the list, sorry.
Yeah, I think, but in that way they can restrict the number of people involved. They
Yes,
can reduce the
that's
number
the-
considerably. In a
That's the
restaurant,
way, I think.
well, restaurants is different, no, because they don't go that late at night or that early in the morning. They close what, 10 top maximum?
No, now the time is 1 a.m.
For restaurants too?
I think so, or 11. I don't know. Maybe I'm saying lies.
Okay. But
The normal hour for
But I mean-
restaurants
but
were
you
like
mean-
11.
But you mean fast food restaurants?
No. Now I'm talking about general restaurants. They
Okay.
before the pandemic were like 11 in the night.
But if you go to for example, if you go to Mercagan, you can find service at midnight, for example,
No, it's just like 11.
like 10, 11.
Yes.
That's
So
like
I suppose, I don't know. I haven't read about it.
But
They
fa-
go up now to 11.
Yeah, but fast food restaurants, they have to keep open. Well, they have no. The idea for them is to keep open until party party gets
until
over.
2-3 a.m., which
Yeah.
is the normal or usual hour where party ends.
But I'm positive on that return to university, and I know students are going to be very responsible, not only because of them, because of their families and their colleagues and their classmates. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be fine. I think so.
Yes, I think so.
And remember what you say, like 3 programs ago, that I asked you, what is the first thing you are going to do once returning to university?
Sit outside the CBA.
Yeah, and look at the empanadas.
Yes.
That's what you said. I'm going to look at the precise moment that empanadas gets open.
And last week that I were at the university, I sat down there and I looked like, yes, empanadas.
Well, I've been there, but it's not the same, you know. The idea is to look at the university. I would like to see at the university with students, because when you see the university without students, it's like when you I don't know if you did it, that you can go to university any day on the week because it's it's completely open, so you can go on Sunday. Have you ever been to university on Sunday?
No.
Yeah, it's like it's completely empty, you know. And I think that if we go now, yeah, we can get into university and watch the buildings and remain some classes and stuff. But it's not the same because there are no students there. And that's when you realize that the students are the basic component on the university. No?
Yes, it's just that a truck is passing by my street, so I mute myself to avoid
I can hear
the noise. Yes, so like I was waiting
bus?
to the truck to no.
Is a bus or is a truck?
A truck.
Mm.
But yes, the students are the soul of the university.
Yeah, like walking, hurrying for a class, and I don't know, going to the library, going to the cafeteria with the cell phones, interacting. I don't know. It's like the
It's
basic
like something
component.
is missing.
Yeah, it's like the basic component, the secret ingredient in the recipe, and if they are not there, it's going to be like weird.
It's not going to be the same.
Yeah, it's not going to be the same. And I don't know what I mean. The first class when we return has to be something to celebrate.
I think it will be awkward.
My first class when returning is going to be, let's celebrate. I'm going to bring balloons and cake.
And Coke.
No Coke, no.
Coke, no. Water.
Water.
Okay, water.
I'm not getting any penny from Coca-Cola, so I'm not going to recommend.
I was just saying because it's the
maybe you are getting the money, but I'm not. I didn't get that memo. I don't know.
So water.
Yeah, I mean, why not? First class, let's celebrate. We are here again. Piece of cake, piece of cake, piece of cake. Let's speak in English. What did you do? What happened? What positive challenges did you get? Did you overpass?
And how are you feeling?
How are you feeling now? Are you wiser now? Are you thinner now? Are you fitter now? Or like me, are you fatter now?
Like a lot of people.
Yeah, a lot of people. The gyms are packed.
That's the other.
But gyms are packed with subscriptions, not
Yes,
people
but
going.
not with people.
Many people pay, but they're not going.
But
Personal experience.
that hasn't changed. It's so that always happened.
I pay for going to a gym, and I'm not going. I hope that money helped me reduce my weight.
but a lot of people did that every year.
Every year.
At
January.
January. Yes, I definitely this year start going to the gym. So
No, it should be. I will definitely finish what I pay going to university. Not starting. You go 1 day, 2 days, and that's it.
yes.
Okay, Marita, I gotta go.
Okay.
See you next program.
See you next program.
See you in university very soon.
Yes.
Bye.
Hey, are you listening to UNAB on air right now? If not, what are you waiting for?
A new program has arrived on UnabRadio.com to live the English language.
Are you listening to UNAB on air right now?
UNAB on Air will bring you news, interviews, and the best music for your Thursday afternoon. Join us at UnabRadio.com and enjoy the UnabOnAir experience. News, interviews, and the best music for your Thursday afternoon.